Hello, Miss Then. So I find it difficult to detach myself from a situation. I realized through this situation how my professional professional identity is strong and my ego linked to it. Do you have any advice so that I can disidentify with these views? Great question. So, job, profession is how we make a living through in this world. We may have a service, we may produce something like a labor, like a product to make a living. And 3 years we doing this every day, couple of years. So we have a identification that my profession does this. So actually, again, our job or career is just one content, a content, but this content is everyday, you know, experience or repetition. It's repeat every day, right? So it's more like have strong influence on us, and also our habitual thoughts, emotions, you know, even the so-called understanding from the school, the teachings all from the university or school or any professionalism may influence our perceptions, how to understand that situation. For example, just for example, the TCM, I'm a practitioner of Chinese medicine, so we use yin and yang, right? The duality of at the, the different energy flow in the body, and we have the, you know, 5 elements: fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. That from this uh, yin and yang, they transform to a consistent flow of energy. We say that's it. That actually it's the 4 quadrants. 4 quadrants. Up quadrant is fire. Here is water. Then the left side is wood. Right side is the metal, and in the middle there's earth. That actually very makes sense to our experience. But I'm not teaching you how to understand TSM. So I use this element, this kind of teaching of from the school to understand the patient's constitution, you know, the diagnosis of everything. But I found it's incomplete. So from my perspective, even though this TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, is very try to apply, how to say, try to uh, simplify the from the complex and diverse university or cosmos universe, sorry, to two simple, two dualities like the yin and yang, yang and the yin, and they interact with each other. But I don't think it's, why I say it's incomplete, because the subject that study the yin and yang is not mentioned. So who is studying the subject, any subject, okay? I mean, any, like your professionalism, your job, the perception you understand, like an artist and how to say, interior designer and computer engineering, they have different perceptions because they try to They were trained to do so, right? In a school, in a university, and so on. So they have a specific angle of perception to understand the world. Your job is a cashier. A cashier have a detailed workflow, how to push button, how to get money, how to, packing the everything. Everybody has a little bit different understanding of how this world works. Make sense? And this understanding is infinite. Every profession, every job, young or old, lady or man or woman, president or just a layman, they have total different understanding because their perception is different, because their experience is different. But accept all this experience, accept all your profession, okay? Accept beyond all these limited conditioned understanding of the job or the world or the relationship and so on. There's a universal connecting element. Listen carefully. It's now. I mean, what is the universal connecting element between you and me now? Awareness. I'm not saying the internet. I'm not saying your computer or cell phone. I'm not saying anything else. You have to exist first to study this, to raise this question. How can I modify the perception from my profession? This awareness should be studied first. So most world teaching or career or education, they don't mention this subject that is universal, that is primary to any study. The awareness have to be there first to study anything, right? If you're a scientist, you study quantum field, you study the atoms, quarks. The awareness have to be there first. The awareness of the scientist have to be there first to study the quarks, the proton. I. So I said this. Why I said this? Because always back to the sense of I. Once you have your attention back to the sense of I or the being, now please. You are in the process of disidentify with contents in the awareness and back to the source, the awareness itself. Make sense? Now look at my image in your phone, in your computer. Looking at this normal gentleman who is talking. This is object from the awareness or the subject, you. Now have your attention on me first, on the object. You're looking at me, right? I'm an object in your awareness, one of the content, infinite, one of infinite contents. Now you're looking at me, your attention is on me. Then kind of looking inward. Who is looking at me? What is looking at me? So like you're drawing your attention back there's a process here. Back to the source of the awareness itself. This process is disidentify, is to disidentify, okay? Is a process of disidentifying from the object, my image, my sound, to the awareness itself. And rest in there. So simple. I mean, at this moment, it's so simple. But in your real situation, it's a dynamic flow of object, subject, object, subject, object, subject. You know, it's in and out, on in and out, and in, you know, it's it's not dead. It's a dynamic in, out, and in. So to this object, now we can practice now. To the object, my image, back to the source of awareness, to my image again, looking, doing, back to source, non-doing. You're physically looking at me, but your attention is not in me. I want you really feel it. You're still looking at me, but your attention is on this, on the what is looking at this thing, this image. There's a difference here. So I will say this: when you come back to this awareness, you're still looking at me. It's a seeing and no seeing. So your attention still, I mean, you're still looking at me, but your attention is your awareness itself. So you're not attach your attention to me, to the image. Again, back to the source. So in this bright moment, you're not influenced, you're not disturbed, you're not distracted, but you're still looking at me. A pure observation. So in your real situation, I don't know what you're doing in your really workplace. You look at your surroundings, people, and you know, you also perceive how your professionalism or professional training, the knowledge comes out or pops out. How it works on the situation. You see all of them. It's a interactions of your knowledge and the situation, and also from the people or situation changement. So it's a ever-changing flow of situation. So people may respond to you differently because you ask them to do what, you know. And these dynamic interactions, you can perceive them all. The pure awareness is always there. If you can always have a sense of I, you see your mental activities, your knowledge applying on the situation, back and forth, talking, conversation, like now actually, this moment, you have your understanding, I'm talking to you, back and forth, but the sense of I amness is always there. If you if you like say notice, if you notice you're disturbed, you're totally in the situation, in the knowledge and that situation, no matter what it is. So you should back to the source again. Have that power of pure observation. Just a couple of seconds. The feelings in your body, in your mind, the energy flow in your mind may be dispersed, in your body may be disturbed too. Back to the stillness. So this is always like a dynamics. Okay, the stillness, movements, stillness, stillness, movements, stillness is always. It's not dead. It's a real world. Even now, because your mind is so relaxed, you're okay. But once you have like some knowledge or understanding that's so sticky to you, you cannot letting go, that causes a problem too. Even it's a good teaching or knowledge. Any knowledge, if you cannot let it go, it becomes your burden too. Even it's good knowledge, because you don't have that that free space to absorb new one, or you don't have that power of letting go, total letting go what you have learned, what you have experienced. The ultimate you don't need anything to be perfect. The ultimate you don't need anything to be complete. It's already complete and perfect. Trust me. That's the original design of the cosmos. You see, you as pure awareness is already perfect and complete. Until one day you really realize it. And you reach a state of no desire, but fully content. Now, it's always in the now. It does not matter you're meditating or not meditating. It does not matter you know it or you don't know it. There's something always complete and perfect, and you are it. The whole thing is, the whole awakening is you realize you're perfect and complete already. You Yesterday I said Dharma realm. You can always living in the Dharma realm, seeing all dharmas coming, going, all the contents interplaying, interacting as your job, as your relationship, as your memory, as your body sensation, as your thinking, as an animal playing on the ground, as a breeze blowing on the grasslands, as a sunlight caressing your face, as a music, you know, massage your eardrums. Everything is voila. What is cause a feeling of identity in your. Sorry, I just finished a. Hello everyone. I wishes you a beautiful day in presence. Thank you. My, where's the first one? Just 1 second. Sorry, I'm still some difficulty on. Can you have any advice on that? Here is my wish. Okay, consciousness. So you're always the consciousness is behind all these activities. I'm talking, you're listening, you're experiencing your world, I'm experiencing my world. And there's one universal element that includes all these experiences, all these thoughts, all these conversations, and it's consciousness itself, a greater self that is beyond our understanding of body mind. What is the cause of feeling lonely in your opinion? Lonely. The lonely feeling is all due to you have very contracted understanding of who you are. You identify, I'm this little body, I'm this little me, and you suffer. Lonely. How can you be lonely if you can perceive or identify yourself as pure awareness? Pure awareness, like now, okay, let's go through like 3 steps again. Externally, you're looking at the tree or your wall of room, right? Or computer, looking around. I'm looking at a tree, house, cars passing. Also, I'm sitting in a car. My body sensations. I can feel I'm sitting on a, the driver's seat. I'm talking to you. First layer surroundings, right? then my body sensations, your body sensations too. Feel it. And most importantly, your internal mental activities can, if it's better you can perceive it, because this thing, this little internal thing, the chattering of cause huge trouble. If we don't notice them, they cause you trouble. Once you can notice them, there's a little space there. Like you're looking at me now, the subject, you, pure awareness, looking at me, the object. So there's a space here. Actually, we're far away from each other, right? I don't know which city you are, but once there's an object and a subject, there's a separation. So in the same way, if you perceive your little chattering in your mind, also includes your feelings in your body and mind. Maybe your body become tight, you have shortness of breath, your heart beats more, or you have lousy body, tired, you don't want to anything. Once you can perceive that all this experience, okay, there's a space there. So that space is a safe zone for you. So you don't totally lose or lost in the feelings, in the experience. You have that little experience of experiencer. Now the awareness is emerges, have the opportunity to emerge, to stand out from all experiences. Actually, if you once you can identify with the experiencer, the you know the pure awareness behind all the experience, it's all inclusive. How can you be lonely? All your memories, all your relationships, all your feelings, even it's bad, it's unpleasant, is included. Loneliness does not exist if you can back to your awareness. It's all inclusive. That unpleasant feelings is perceived too. Feelings has huge influence on us. But once you can recognize, oh, there's a bad feeling at this moment. Could be depression, could be anxiety, could be sadness, could be anger, could be jealousy, everything about any kind of like dirt on the body mind, garbages. I will say it's garbages of the body mind. Once you can see the garbage in your body mind, you have a chance to clean it. Okay. If you do not see the garbage in your body mind, how do you clean it? If you go to the corner of your one room, at the foot of your desk, there's garbage there. You don't notice it. It's always there. Once there's a little bit of garbage, you take it away, dump it into dustbin, right? Dustbin. The same thing is your mental, the garbage in the body mind too. You have to notice there's something, you know, nonsense there, or let's say just say the garbage. All unpleasant feelings, anger, depression, sadness, are garbages of the body mind. Trust me. And you have to perceive that. Have that separation first, and try to take it away. Actually, you don't need to take it, move it. Again, your attention back to the pure awareness, which is calm, Now, back to your awareness. The essence of the awareness is two essences, okay? Stillness or calm. You must be calm enough to be present. To be. Make sense? First one, calm. You can perceive what's going on outside and inside. You're not in the activities. You can stand out from any external and internal activities, okay? Including bodily activity, moving, talking, and so on. Calm. The second is stillness. You're still enough. At this, so at this, on this level of standing stillness is you can try to sit in still, doing nothing. You're physically still, okay? That helps to mental stillness too. So mental stillness does not need to be physically still too. You can in a flow of activity, but your mental is still still. Your mind is still. That's called a more advanced level of stillness. You can walking in the nature, you know, in a conversation, in a watching like this, but your mind is so still. You notice there's understanding rising, somebody talking. You always notice there's a gap of your mental activities. That's the stillness behind the background. Okay? So stillness and silence. Sorry, the two elements of the pure awareness should be silence and stillness. So there's no knowingness if you back to your silent and still being or awareness. It's all inclusive. There's nothing exclusive. How can you be lonely? Yes, you can notice the unpleasant feelings, memories, the little me. Be alert, that tendency of the thinking and patterns. Back to the source. This is a process of disidentify with the habitual thinking, a false self, a memory, a trauma, You're cultivating yourself to the true self that is always present, still and silent. Nothing can shake you anymore. Nothing. It's unshakable. Your inner stillness and calm, silence is unshakable. How can any fluctuations in your awareness, the conscious mirror, shake the mirror itself? Everything in the mirror cannot shake, cannot influence the mirror itself, right? Same thing, everything you can perceive, the contents in your awareness cannot shake you off. You're unshakable. You're invincible. You're so pure that no defilement can pollute you. And the highest teaching of Buddhism or Buddha is all you can experience is an illusion. It's just, it's not real. The whole process is to remove the unreal. And you're right there. Listen to me. I'm right here teaching to you, talking to you. And this here and there is one place, okay? It's one place. The universal element, the consciousness itself. It's like the consciousness reside in two different locations, in two different body and mind, talking to itself. Try to understand itself. The Ouroboros is trying to bite its own tail. Trust me, that's only what's happening now. In a so complicated, diversified phenomena world, we are trying to find the universal, unified element that connects everything, connects every event. We call Dharmakaya in Buddhism, okay? But now in more modern world, we call awareness. Dharmakaya includes everything. Like your awareness includes your memory, your body, your mind, your experience, your professionalism, your relationship. Make sense? That's the universal element that connecting every moment of you, every experience of you. But you're not any moment of you. You're not any experience of you. But you still experience every moment and every experience. That's the beauty of you, beauty of who you are. You're enjoying the whole dynamic world, but you're free from the whole dynamic world too. How beautiful this is. How precious you are, precious you are. That's your born nature. Thank you, cousin. Yeah. So, through through my experience, through my realization, I use my limited words to try to ring a bell in your body mind, to ring a bell in your heart, actually, that you recognize, oh yes, this person Dong is talking something universal, not only in me but also in my friends, in my family, in whole society. There's one universal element, the awareness connecting everything else. And if you can identify with yourself that this universal element, the awareness itself, you're awakened, okay? You're enlightened. That's it. Enlightenment is not so fancy word, okay? It's just we realize who you are and you are already it. The most simplest job in the world, okay? You don't need to do anything, you're already it. But it taken me 10 years to realize this. Oh man. The place you're looking for is the place you're looking from. And this place is your place, is my place, is everybody else's place, is animal's place, it's a tree's place. Trust me, it's this place is infinite big and infinite small. There's no form, it's formless. Wow, you see the beautiful design. As human beings, we are so lucky to have the capability to understand this. Say thanks to yourself. Thank you, thank you. When I say thank you, thank me. So Amitabha, we say we have Amitabha Buddha, right? Amitabha is not Buddha in the 10th temple. It's you, Amitabha, Amitabha. You are the Amitabha. Or even if you say God, God, I love you, God. No, you are the God, loving the God itself. You are the God. You are the God in the form of, Dong and this body, in the form in a finite name and form, but you have greater self. Traditional, we call it God, or Buddha, or sage. Now, if you really understand, mind blown all your understandings, all the educations you had is, all experience becomes more deeper and wider and fresh, so fresh. Freedom, free. Every experience is free and complete. You see a completeness in every object. It's raining in Surrey of BC. Every drop of the rain contains the whole cosmic information. So all in one and one in you becomes your every moment's experience, and you're free from every experience. So, I don't know how to say it. Oh. Every form and name you can see is complete and perfect in yourself itself. A tree in the nature is complete and perfect. A dog running on the grass field is complete and perfect already. Through the eyes of your understanding, through the eyes of Dharma, you see the truth. You can unveil every layer of the phenomenal world to the bottom. Voila! You are looking at yourself. You are embracing yourself. The mind, body is the element in the awareness, and awareness is using the body mind to impress itself. Can you see that thing? It's in front of you. It's under your nose. It's in your body. It's in your breath. It's in your heartbeats. It's in the disgusting person you think it's disgusting. Okay, it's in your judgments actually. You see, the only thing you should do is to remove all your illusions and see the conscious mirror. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Enjoy your pure awareness, which is complete and perfect already. When I say enjoy your awareness, also enjoying every contents in your awareness, which is complete and perfect already.